Hey, good day, everyone. We have our very first live stream today with those awesome guys as a publisher and developer at Tub Club to talk about Valley Peaks. Thank you for joining us. I'm Genesee from Tag, and today we have Thomas and Jack from Tub Club. So, hey, guys.
Hello.
Hey. So, before we jump into the demo, which I know you're excited to see, can you describe Valley Peaks for everyone who may not know what this game's about?
Sure. So Valley Peaks is this wholesome climbing game filled with frogs that you can talk to. You can climb kind of different mountain routes of varying difficulty in first person using your froggy arms independently. And there's also a bunch of other stuff to find out and explore.
Awesome. Yeah, there's lots of stuff to see. So one of my current favorites. They're so cute. I love the frogs. I love them. Okay, so I mean, it might be obvious, but like, why is it called Valley Peaks? Let's just get that out of the way.
So when we first came up with the game, we just called it climbing game for the longest amount of time.
Working title.
A week before we went public, we were like, oh God, we got to think of a name. And I think we were just riffing off each other, just kind of trying to make something sound good.
Yeah, it was a bunch of really dumb ideas, like, oh, we'll have it be the mountain game, or that kind of thing. And then I think eventually Thomas was just like, oh, why don't we call it like Valley Peaks, because that makes like no sense, but it sounds kind of good. And I was like, yeah, okay, that does actually sound pretty good. Like I understand what's the peak of the valley? Like, it doesn't make sense, but it sounds great, so we went with it.
And that's
nice.
how it happened.
Okay, I'm gonna look at this little frog while we talk about the demo. So you might have played the demo before, but this is fresh, new, and exciting. So what are some of the features that are in this new redone demo?
Yeah, so we've got a bunch of new, really great features that we've been looking to kind of release to the public for ages now. We've got a brand new tutorial, which hopefully teaches players in a better way, a better looking environment. Before we had these trees randomly spread all over the place, but it looks a lot better now. A ton of different interactables, like chests and clotheslines you can grab. We've got the new journal, which you can see kind of different progress things. A bunch of it's locked for the demo, but keep an eye out for future journal things.
So many things to come.
And I think the thing we're both most excited about are the speed climb boards. So if you complete a mountain fully, you can have a go at beating our dev times. Jack, I'm pretty sure set out all of the dev times.
Good luck. If anyone beats me, do let me know. I think they're pretty hard.
Yeah, you guys are expert speedrunners. We do have quite a few people in Discord right now that are trying to beat your times or feeling pretty good. So
there's been some insane speedruns in the Discord. It's been nuts seeing that.
Cool. Okay, so now you kind of talked about that. I'm gonna play a little. I just realized you could turn that light on, which is so cool. There's little things to discover all the time, right? These little signs.
Yeah, we've been doing a lot of work to try and add small bits to the world, things you can see just as you're moving around.
Yes.
Use your grabby arms whenever possible.
Yes, grabby arms. All right. So while I do this, talk about your like three routes here. So we're looking at stamp cards.
Sure. Originally we were gonna have four routes, I think, but we cut it down to 3. We wanted to give players the opportunity to have different varying difficulties on each mountain, so they can climb up different sides of it and explore the whole mountain.
It's kind of the thing you see where you're like, oh, that mountain looks really cool, it's got a weird shape, I want to get up it, but maybe the route is too difficult, so you can't actually get up there. So we have some that are easier, and then you can just like experience the mountain. Once you're at the top, you can put the radio down, and then that mountain is done, so you're fine. Or if you want to complete all of it, you can go back and do the other routes, which would be harder. So that way, it's still accessible for people that want to just clear the mountains, but there is a bit more challenge there if you want to get everything.
Yeah, no, nice. While I do these other routes, do we want to talk about our Discord contest? We were pleased to have some people join Discord lately, and if you have not, we'll throw a link up for you. However, we do have a winner of our last contest, which was what is your favorite Valley Peaks citizen? Obviously in the demo, and some people decided to make their own citizen. So this is our winner, Bubble Sloth, with the very fancy gentlewoman man that we can see here. So what do you think? What do you think we should name this Bubble Sloths? I mean, maybe they already have a name, but what would you like to name them if you could name this character?
It's a good question. They look like a very rich.
They do. I don't know if they would live in Valley Peaks. They look a little
like old-timey British name.
Definitely.
Like
Yeah.
Sir Reginald.
I was thinking the exact same thing.
Yeah.
That's kind of creepy that you said Reginald first.
Same wavelength.
Yeah, I think we gotta go with Sir Reginald, unless of course Bubble Sloth has an original name. But if not,
Yeah, I don't know.
Reginald.
No, that's a good choice. I think it does. She does seem like a sir, ma'am, whatever, dame, Reginald, whatever. Love it. Okay, so I just got the stamp card here. I have my radio thing. Alrighty. So now I get to cash in for prizes and glory.
Yeah, once you have 3 stamps, you trade them in for a gadget. In this case, that would be the journal. No spoilers.
Yes. All right. Look at my gadgets. Oh, getting a call. Okay.
Tony is very persistent. He'll call me straight
Tony
away.
has stuff to say. All right. Tony, meet you at the top. We're just going to go over here. I don't know where you are right now, but I'm going to explore anyway. What are the... Okay, fine. Oh,
Yeah,
excuse me.
You're
Excuse me.
not allowed to explore straight off. You gotta prove that you can climb first.
Right. I do not see any birds in this area, which is making me slightly sad. I like the birds in this game.
Yeah, maybe it's too close to the road.
Yeah.
Right, that's true. Practical reality. I see. What? I feel like I've gone the wrong way now.
Yeah, I think you've gone the opposite way too.
I have. Tony is so disappointed. But anyway, while we're doing this, talk about like how you guys made this. Like, how long have you been working on it right now? All those things like that. Like all the things everyone wants to know. Oh, we can now see the tutorial, by the way, since I've gone the wrong way. I actually find this part of the tutorial harder than the game. Do
Oh,
you?
really?
Yeah, like just to note, like for this one rock, like this one's fine and this one's fine, but I have to like switch my thing, and I find like I'd fall on that rock a lot, as you're gonna see, like over and over.
Yeah, for the tutorial, we really tried to like force players to climb.
In your like
Try
method.
out all the different kind of climbing techniques. So
Yes, I'm gonna try them while you talk. So show like their faces, Benny, while you watch me fail this over and over.
Yeah, we definitely wanted the tutorial to be like challenging enough that you're prepared for what's afterwards, but not ridiculous. You know, you're not climbing the hardest mountain straight from the get-go.
Yes, we're good. It's just that one rock that's my bane. We're fine. Other than that.
But,
Alright.
yeah, in terms of how we started the game, we've been best friends for
Like 12 years now?
12 years.
Something
We
like that.
went to high school together, and started making games together in high school. And this was originally a university project. We've done a bunch of games before, so we
Oh.
just made sense for us to kind of work together, and we entered this university competition with
Okay.
the game called Climbing Game until the last week.
Really?
Right.
Another climbing game? Was it like a frog
No,
game,
no,
or what
it was
was it
This
up?
game, it was this one.
Oh, okay. This is your college project?
It was our last college project together, I guess.
Okay.
Or university over here.
Uh,
And then we had a brief stint in kind of the AAA industry, and we learned a little bit more about game development, and then we came back to it, and now we're here, really. So it's been quite long, an unusual journey, but it's been a fun one.
I got distracted by foliage. Sorry. So while I'm looking at the foliage, talk about art style and stuff like that, because this definitely has a really unique, like, special hand-drawn feel to it.
Yeah, we use a lot of different random kind of shaders, which is kind of like programmer. You like program it in and it makes it look unusual. That's probably the best way.
The simplest explanation. Yeah, that gets it.
Makes it look unusual.
Yeah, so that's how we kind of achieve the dithered and grainy effect, along with the different materials on the objects.
Okay.
We are really kind of both terrible 3D modelers and artists. And we were joking that we had no concept art before the game was ever made. We just kind of tried it out in engine and just found what worked.
Is this Unity, just for people that are going to ask?
Yes, it is.
Cool.
Yep.
All right, so we're getting into the main part now. Completed. Also, you sort of have like a Pac-Man-ish language on the signs. Is there like a Valley Peaks, I don't know, a written, lexicon? Because I think it's interesting when I look at the signs. I'm like, oh, these symbols are different.
Yeah, started working on kind of the Valley Peaks language in game. So I think there's some posters still with English on them, but a lot of the signs now have this kind of Pac-Man symbol language, which I like to imagine the frogs speak in. And we translate it for you, obviously, with the text boxes.
We should all speak in Pac-Man. So I'm just going to explore here. Like,
in the UI.
These little towns are cute too. How did you decide? I mean, the frogs have names like shopkeeper, etc. But like, how are all the frogs named, and how did you decide to name them?
That was a very arduous task. That was
Brawn. I'm looking at Brawn.
I wrote all the dialogue pretty much, and whenever I got to a frog, I would just like try and think of a random name and put it in. Some of them have like fun Easter eggs, like some of them are our friends. I think there's a Jack and a Thomas maybe a couple times in the game too.
Okay.
And then you can see further on in the game, probably frogs are outside of the demo. The names just get weirder and weirder. Like I think there's a frog named Soup in the game.
There is.
Yeah.
I honestly, I don't know how you came up with so many names. Is it like 300 frogs? Something like ridiculous?
There's a lot.
Really?
In total, and I lost count of new names at like 10. So I'm just glad I didn't have to come up with a new name for every frog.
It was fun. Naming them all.
What is with the bracelets? Like, there's definitely bracelets happening in this game that, like the frog that you're wearing, and they look like watches too. But there's sort of a bracelet theme. I don't know. This guy was saying he lost his friendship bracelets, and then you have these little like charms on your climbing hands.
Yeah. So for
like this one.
the bracelets, they're to come. That's going to be tied with our quest system. So
no spoilers. No spoilers.
To look forward to. And yeah, there's a hidden little keychain you can unlock in the demo if you find all the chests, which is also something to do in the demo. Search for the chests and open them, and you can get a really cool keychain on your watch.
Bling for your frogs.
Definitely.
Yeah, we need to get more frog bling. after seeing that art.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a fancy frog.
Of the monocle. That's a good
Yes. All right. Now, do you want to talk about the types of like climbing? Because I'm kind of showing off that there's certain rocks here that are like malleable and not ideal for you to, I guess, be touching. So the different types of challenges you might face as a climber.
So, yeah, we've got a ton of different rock types. I'm not going to reveal everything
Yes.
so people can discover, but we have got traffic light rocks, which I think are one of my favorite, but they change kind of color, and depending on what color they are, allows you to grab them. And basically, if they turn red, you get like knocked off. So it's all about timing.
Although in game they're too hot when they get red. You can't touch them.
Yeah.
We wanted a specific reason that you can grab these rocks. So the heat from the rock is what knocks you off.
Oh.
You wouldn't want to be hanging onto a molten hot rock halfway up a mountain.
And yeah, I think the joke is that they're the only traffic lights in the area. So the cars.
Got you.
What for rock? We've got some, I think my favorite type, it's not really a rock, but we've got these big swinging objects you can grab. You can also grab the lanterns in the town.
Oh, you can? I was wondering about that. I didn't try to grab them yet.
Yeah, they kind of get expanded upon, so that's really fun. I think they're my favorite. So
I'm
fun.
gonna look at questions because I realized I'm playing this and not actually paying attention to Steam questions, which there may or may not be. So hang on a second. See if there's any things on that. If people can talk, let me open up the chat if you have not. Let's see. And also we are on YouTube, so people may also be talking there. So let me see if anyone has questions. It is a Q&A. We have to Q&A. The Mountain Game is a superb name, chat says. Hello, Bubble Sloth. I'm glad you got to see yourself win, as we call it, Fortune and Glory, where we just mentioned basically your name. That's all we have to give at this point, just to mention your name and all that. But yeah, that's cool that they're in there. Let me see if we can find other chat. Okay, so if you have questions, chat, now's the time, like, to put them in there and we'll Q&A. Also, let me jump over to Discord, see if there's questions going on there too. Let's see. All right. Oh yes, there have been several updates to the demo. So if you had any issues at the very beginning, some people were having like a black screen, etc. Please do let us know. Let me see if we can get a link to Discord thrown into chat here, because we're looking at that right now. You guys have been working really hard, like making sure that that's perfect. So yay, people have thoughts about that. Looks like, which is good. And also, there's a really cool feedback form like in the demo. So if you want to, you should leave feedback there too, because we're also looking at that. Let me see, I think I can show it. Yes, right here, so you can just leave your feedback. And wish list is really important as well. So we want to make sure that, you know, you show your interest and you get the best updates from Steam if there's something going on, which there should be. We're going to be pretty active on like, a lot of these things. So, you read all the feedback? What's like some, did you get any funny feedback? Like I used to look at feedback forums and I remember like getting some really interesting, like, I don't know, even like fan stories and weird stuff. Like sometimes the feedback is a little different.
I think the one that made me laugh the most was someone got really mad because they must have thought we cheated with our dev times for the speed climbs.
Oh,
like,
okay.
you're faking your times. which is funny.
I swear they're real. Like, I don't want to show the video because then everyone will be able to do it.
Well, I was hoping maybe like our next stream could be like speed running. I think people would appreciate that. We wanted to start small with like frog stuff, but yes. But I think that would be
Yes, like
good.
staring at the screen, breathing heavily.
While you speed run as fast as possible. Yeah. No, there's some really good like times in Discord for sure.
Yeah, there's some crazy hacks people have done.
I'm gonna fall down Mount Hollow now.
Ping
Which I do.
themselves.
Yeah, I don't know how people find these things, but it's insane the speed that some people can get. I want more of it. Show me all of those clips.
I wanted to come over here to show people like that there's these vines which are also kind of interesting on some of the mountains. Like you have some cool like decorations. I wanted to climb the vines when I first saw it. I thought they might be climbable. Look at this birdhouse. That's cool.
We need a bird on the birdhouse.
Yeah, we do.
I'm
We're just like flying out when you come by, scaring everybody. That'd be funny. I like the shaking rocks. It's a sense of urgency, which is good.
Yeah,
I
there's
think we
not
already
a
climbed
lot
this.
of variation in the demo for now, but the final game there's a lot of different rocks.
Yes. It's probably driving you mad that I'm like a bad climber. You can do this in like 30 seconds and probably just like 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
It's hard
Fall
on
off.
controller as well, so you've got
Yeah.
to go too. But you're doing well.
Okay. Pressure. Alright, I think I've been up here, but I haven't got this. These mushrooms. We haven't really gone over like the different kinds of rewards or how currency works, etc. So maybe we could go over that a little bit.
For sure. So mushrooms are kind of like the main currency in this world. I guess we like to think of them as like pounds or dollars. Just money. The main thing you can do with mushrooms right now is buy upgrades for your gadgets, which by completing enough mountain routes. And there's going to be some other smaller things you can spend on them that we haven't announced yet. And we've also got another currency in the works called bolts, which will be for kind of repairing things. Again, we probably shouldn't speak too much on that just yet.
We could get a little.
Okay.
There's probably my favorite building is like a gate that you can run through, and then you'll go like really, really fast. So it just makes, because this world, although the demo area is quite small, the world is a fair bit bigger, so running around can take some time. So there's these gates you can repair in the world, and that lets you just get around really easily. And it just feels really good to run around really fast.
Yeah, because you're a repairman, so
I have all the
Yes.
skills.
yeah, you gotta fix things up.
What I like about this game is that while it's wholesome and fairly, simplistic, like as far as mechanics, like there's this other aspect as you put these. Oh, hey, look, Jack, you're the developer of the game. There you are, right there. Very smart looking.
Climbing club member.
Aha! I won't send you feedback. Live. That'd be strange. Alright, so we're gonna fall. Oh, closing my eyes. Yes, the full effect of climbing, etc. For sure. Okay, we're gonna visit more frogs. Frogs are the cute part. Coolio has thoughts.
I love Coolio.
I always want to hit like every jar now. Now that I know certain jars I can hit, I just want to go. I want to do like the Zelda where I just break everything randomly.
Yeah.
You're there to fix things. It's your job to fix stuff.
I know.
Break it and then fix it.
Yeah.
Break, repairing jars like all day. Can you go into the symbols? Like every climb, I mean, kind of in real life too. for at least skiing and other things? Like there's symbols for the different types of climbs. How do you know which is the hardest one, all that stuff?
So yeah, the symbols on the mountains are mostly just to give players a kind of a warning of what's to come. So obviously that one's a crumble rock symbol, the frozen symbols and warning symbols as well. But you can see also the circle, the square, and the triangle signposts are for difficulty, and they're also mapped on the signposts. So all the red signposts will have a triangle mapped on them too.
Okay.
Red is the hardest because it's red and it's supposed to be evil.
Okay.
Blue's easiest.
Run around and see if we can find other things. So this is very like agrarian society looking, like right here, and maybe we should talk about like the demo in the sense that this is like one season, one environment, one whatever, but there are lots of other things you can kind of play later, like other areas that look a little less I don't know. I mean, there's giant geese running around. There's like swinging things from like, there's all sorts of stuff, like basically. So if you like, you know, more buildings, there was more buildings later on. Like this is sort of a European looking town. I guess what I'm asking is like your stylistic town's look. Like how did you come up with that?
So yeah, for the buildings, in our first ever demo, I made them in this software that it was kind of like a modular block software, and they looked very robotic, so I ended up like using in-game tools to make them look a lot nicer, with like proper tiling and bricks and things like that.
So these are like based on the tools that you had to work with?
Yeah, it was a lot of trial and error, really. Just seeing what looks nice and then making tweaks and just putting things together.
Yeah, and I definitely take inspiration from, I guess, like European towns. To me, it's kind of like a French town in my head.
Okay.
I don't know why, but I think it's the shutters. That's very European. But yeah, there's tons of different areas and kind of little biomes in the world. So there's definitely a lot to explore and a lot of different kind of mountains. It doesn't just stay easy. There's a lot of variation with the climbs and so on. So really excited for players to kind of escape the bounds of the demo.
Definitely. I wish we could just like put it out, but not yet.
Not quite yet. So there's different gadgets and things. I'm kind of looking at one that I cannot acquire right now. And it's locked, so you can't see. But maybe could we share some of the trailer spoils a few of them. Some of the things that you can get as far as like gadgets and also like transportation items.
For sure. So in the demo right now, we've got the glider and the slow-mo watch. So the glider is obviously a glider. You can glide on the top of mountains. Slow-mo watch slows down time and gives you a double jump. Other gadgets we've got a go-mo watch, or that's what we like to call it right now.
Yeah, opposite of a slow-mo watch, you get faster. I think it actually makes you climb faster as well. So if you want to
everything faster.
Yeah. Super speed.
And what else do we have planned? I'm trying to like run my head through all the gadgets. We've got a jetpack coming.
I think the sledge was in the...
Oh yeah, the sledge.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a really fun one, where you can kind of slide down mountains and traverse the world.
It's one of the best parts about the world. You can see there's like lots of small hills everywhere. So that makes the sledge really nice to just slide around the place.
I like how you have the cones like stopping you from leaving each area. Like, cannot explore beyond cones until you fulfill your next quest, which is cool.
Yeah, we thought the cones would be a funny touch. Like someone
Yes.
gone around and placed them down.
Yes.
That was me. I think I had to place like 200 cones.
Oh my gosh, for the demo.
I think we had to do it twice, so I actually also had to place 200 cones.
Oh no. Gaia. All right, so let's see. I mean, if chat has no more questions, like I don't want to spoil the whole demo. I want people to be able to play some of it. See if it's the giant wine barrel that makes it French. That's what they said. That's funny.
It could well be.
It could well be. Okay, well, let's see. People seem pretty excited on Discord. We just released the radio emoji and sticker, and the plan is to like do some more of that as we kind of go, making sure that everybody like has some cool stuff to look forward to, essentially, you know, on a regular. So let me grab a link because I don't think there is one right now that's being shared. Let's see. Okay, let me throw it into chat and give everyone Discord link if they don't have it, and also over here in YouTube. There we go. So do jump in, and you know, we'll do these fairly often. So if you do have questions, I want to get like a lineup for you guys, so we have stuff to talk about more. But you know, we certainly appreciate everyone like jumping up here. So before we leave, Benny, if you're still there, and by the way, thank you for stepping in to broadcast this today for everyone. Benny will also be on streams in a little while. Can you show our winner one more time, and then we'll kind of like go over the trailer, I think, and some stuff people might be seeing there.
We want Reginald.
Wait, Sir Reginald or Madam Reginald, whatever we've gone. So yes, if you are in Discord, we are going to be doing different types of contests regular. I think the next one will be speed running. So if you're a speed runner and you want to challenge the devs' time in the game, you can do that. Just start practicing now because you'll probably need the practice. It's a pretty intense time. And you know, you can YouTube that, and also there's a channel like just for that. Yes, you're a frog. Nice. Cool. Okay, well, we're getting down to like the last couple of minutes. Is there anything you guys want to share like with the community while you
Just
have a
to
chance?
say thank you for playing the demo and seeing what there is new. It's been really nice getting all the nice kind of feedback and comments in the Discord and also in the feedback forum. And so that's really motivating to kind of push us through the last few dev times.
Milestones of development.
Yeah, so.
Yeah. Well, lots of exciting stuff coming for the future. And also, if you'd like to play some of the content that we've kind of teased here, in the Steam update, there is a form for testers. We're looking for, we're probably gonna have a small group, maybe test some of the later content just to see balance stuff, etc. And also other games from those awesome guys. So if you wanna be a tester, let me see if I can grab that link and throw it in just for ease of use for you guys. Do that because we would love to, you know, see what you think, you know, of other stuff. I mean, we're not going to spoil too much. Like, not everyone. It's an exclusive thing. Not everyone will get to test, but it should be fun if you want to join that like little group. That's a really long link for Steam. Sorry, or give you a shorter one in YouTube. But yeah, join that, and we'll send you like an NDA and all that stuff, and you can join the testing group. We'd certainly appreciate that. That'd be great. Okay, and last, as per always, I'm showing the sheet here, which has wish list on it, right even above resume. And that is a wonderful way to support the whole development team. The more wish lists we can get, the better visibility we have on Steam, the more people can see, the more people can play, and the community will grow. And so we want to have lots of cool stuff to share with you guys, and more stickers and contests and things like that. So let's do that. If you are interested in the game, please do wish list, and we'd love that. And thank you to our devs for dapping in from Tub Club to answer some of these questions, and we'll be doing this again. But hopefully you guys had fun, and yeah, thank you for being a part of it, sharing your story. Yeah.
Thanks.
Cool. Okay, so any last questions? Throw them in now. We're gonna end in the next minute or two, and then we'll go back to showing our trailer. And please, the Steam discussions are a great way to reach us. If you're not a Discord person, you don't have to go in Discord. We are reading Steam discussions as well, and all that. So plenty of ways to communicate if you have questions. Otherwise, thank you. And Benny, hit that beautiful trailer footage.